Let's talk about five guys who are probably very excited after the Vikings draft. All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Don't forget, we're going live tonight, 7 o'clock Central. Join us. But right now, we're talking about five Vikings that are probably very excited post-Vikings draft.
Yeah, there were some players on the Vikings who, if the team would have went a certain direction earlier in the draft, they may be shitting their pants a little bit. But right now, they're feeling very good, very relieved with the way the draft unfolded. Before we talk about that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the vids, comment as well. We are closing in 9,300 subscribers. Ooh. I can almost reach it.
I can reach it. All right, let's start with the easy one. We get Jordan Addison round 1. We get our number 2, Justin Jefferson. Dude's double teamed, triple teamed, the whole damn defense on this guy. Now the defense is going to have to worry about a pretty damn good playmaker as well. Jordan Addison going to open up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, got a lot more juice than Adam Thielen had on the field last year. Quick twitch, route runner. Kevin O'Connell said it. Day one starter. This guy's coming in, and they're going to expect great things from him. They're going to find ways to get him open. And just having them there, you cannot double Justin Jefferson anymore because Jordan Addison will make you pay for it. You can factor in T.J. Hawkinson here. Things just got a lot easier for Justin Jefferson in 2023.
I bet they still double Justin Jefferson and say, you know what, Addison, we'll let you beat us. We're not going to let this guy beat us.
I'm sure, and that's fine. Take away the triple team. Take away that triple level of coverage like we saw the Packers do in that week. What was it, 16 game up at Lambeau, or maybe it was week 17 now.
Yeah, I mean, just think Jefferson in his 3 years, 324 receptions, 4,800 yards, 25 touchdowns, and that is all with not only Adam Thielen, or not just disparage Adam Thielen, but he's getting older and he's really been banged up. So This is amazing.
Yeah, this is going to be like something Jefferson's never had before, and he has to be excited about this. He has to be pumped about this. To get a guy like Jordan Addison at pick 23 is huge for him, huge for this Viking offense. I can't wait to see these two work together.
Next, Ed Ingram. We thought, are they going to look at an interior offensive lineman somewhat early on top of Ed Ingram? Ezra Cleveland's going to be a free agent after next year, but Ed Ingram's probably the happiest.
Yeah, I mean, there's no early round guard to compete with him. I mean, there's always like an outside chance, one of these we talked about kind of far-fetched picks at certain spots in this draft that they could go, these positions that they could address, not a primary need, but a secondary one. Guard was always on top of that list. The Vikings didn't address it at all until I think they signed a couple undrafted guys. So Ed Ingram knows that there's not going to be that hot early rookie coming in to compete with this spot. Let's still hope he's motivated and they give him plenty of competition to earn it. But
he's going to be motivated.
Yeah, there's no early draft pick to push him for that job right now.
And they had their chance. Anthony Bradford in round 4, who they definitely like. Chandler Zavala in round 4. John Gaines, Mafi, even Voorhees in round 7. Said, we don't want him. Don't want him. Uninterested. So they had their chance. Ed's their boy. And you know what? Ed Ingram's going to rip shit up next year.
I hope so. I'm counting on him. We all are.
All right, let's go to Atamueo, the former Gopher, last year's 5th round pick. When you look at the Vikings defensive line, again, defensive line was a position that they easily could have looked at early and upgraded. But I think Atamueo should be the happiest out of these guys. Gets his chance.
Yeah, he worked in, he got in the last 5 games, I believe, last year as the 5 tech working at defensive end. Vikings didn't take a true one. I mean, it's still uncertain how Jalen Roy is going to be used. I mean, everybody compares him to Delvin Tomlinson. Delvin Tomlinson played nose. He played end. So Roy could have a similar role in that situation. This front, I think these pieces are moving a lot with Brian Flores. But there is no straight up, and even Roy, I mean, he's a 5th round pick. There's no guarantees there. I mean, I think we both think he's probably making the team, but there's no guarantees at that point. So Atamueo's got to feel a little bit better knowing that the competition for him isn't from an early round rookie who's going to be guaranteed a spot on this roster.
Yeah, I mean, 5th round pick. We've seen it before where they end up on the practice squad. We'll see. I'm rooting the hell out of Roy, but Atamueo, I think, is going to get every chance to lose that job. And did you say Adebawore? Adebawore was there in round 4. I mean, there was guys that they could have took that would have been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And they kind of stayed pat and waited. So Atamueo's got to be feeling good about that.
Old Pat. All right, let's go to Greg Joseph. We saw 3 kickers go in the draft, 2 in the first 4 rounds, which he was probably very excited to see Moody and Ryland go early. But Greg Joseph, we did sign an undrafted free agent, Jack Podlesny, but Gregory didn't get that draft pick.
Yeah, I mean, if they would have used like a 6th-round pick on a kicker, that would not have been good news for Greg Joseph. Even if you use that early of a pick on a kicker, chances are you're going to stick with that guy or at least roll with them. Now he has another undrafted free agent. He unseated Greg Burchick last year in like the second day of OTAs in May. I mean, that guy was out the door immediately. Podlesny doesn't have the leg Greg Joseph has, so I mean, he is a strong favorite in this competition moving forward. So I think Greg Joseph feels very good about his chances of being the Vikings kicker again in 2023.
You show old Potter some respect. He was like 5 for 7 from 50 plus. What do you want him kicking? 90 yarders?
His longest in his career is 53. Anything beyond that, he's not very good. He's not known for a strong leg. So I think it comes to straight up distance. Greg Joseph has this guy smoked.
Yeah, I think it just comes to making a damn field goal. Care what
and that's the thing. I mean, Podlesny could be more consistent. That could give him the edge. But, I mean, you got to say, I mean, it's strongly pointing in Greg Joseph's favor here.
I'm not giving it to him yet. Last one, Jordan Hicks. Jordan Hicks, interior. I keep saying interior linebacker. Inside linebacker, baby.
It's the same letter. You're not that far off.
Sound like a moron.
I mean, the Vikings had a ton of chances to grab linebackers. Look at, was it round 5 alone? They traded back. I mean, Henry Toto was there. Owen Popo was there. Noah Sewell was still there. They said, nope. And they waited till after the draft, brought in Ivan Pace Jr. And that does nothing against Ivan Pace Jr. I think he's still got a chance to make this team, probably more as a special teamer. I don't think Jordan Hicks' starting job is in jeopardy one bit for 2023.
No, and I mean, even when they traded back around 3, Trenton Simpson, Overshown, Dorian Williams were on the board. They could have had him. And we're saying this leading up to the draft. It doesn't appear that Brian Flores is really high on drafting linebackers early, and he proved it. Damn it.
Yeah, so Jordan Hicks got to be feeling good about his position, knowing he'll be the man next to Brian Asamoah, assuming, something unforeseen doesn't happen, like just Pace just rips shit up.
Yeah, maybe. And you know what? I guess with Asamoah basically being a rookie next year, he didn't see the field a ton. To put 2 guys out there, young bucks, it would have been exciting. But Jordan Hicks, I mean, I think he gets a lot more hate than he probably deserves last year as far as how he played. So it'll be nice to have that veteran out there next to old Bry guy.
Yeah, and you got to remember, Dontel was probably having him cover like the other team's number 1 wide receiver at times. So
God, why was he doing that? Those are 5 guys that are probably very excited. There's probably a couple more, but those are the top 5. Let us know in the comments. Join us live tonight. Hit that sub button.
Yeah, live for some post-draft talk. It's going to be a good one tonight. And remember this, Onebar is higher in hell right now. Sweet potato ranks as the number 1 in nutrition of all vegetables.